Joe Douglas says shoring up the O-line was a priority this offseason. He went to his former team, the Ravens. So, Connor Hughes, I'm going to start with you. Sure. Are the Jets done in free agency when it comes to the offensive line?
They shouldn't be. I mean, they needed 3 pieces, and they have 2. I think Morgan Moses is a great addition there on the right side. We'll see if that's actually an improvement there for Laken Tomlinson. But there is still a massive hole at left tackle. That is still an area that the Jets need to improve. I know that they're high on Carter Warren. They're expecting him to take a big step. But they're going to be monitoring free agency and, of course, the NFL draft to at least see if there is value there. I don't necessarily know if Tyron Smith is going to be the player. I think his market would have to come substantially down for the Jets to get involved there. But David Bakhtiari, he's not entirely healthy yet. He needs to heal up, but that could be a wild card signing for Joe Douglas later on.
All right, and Bart, and you just heard Connor say, they still need that left tackle. But how would you judge this retooling job that Joe Douglas has done so far?
To me, I think it's a masterful job, and I know a lot of people, when they see the signing of John Simpson, they say, okay, well, he had 10 penalties, but understand the situation in which he was playing under. He plays with a quarterback that holds the ball for 11 seconds. I think we timed him, and he maxed out at 11 seconds. I'm not going hyper. This actually 11 seconds. So understanding that you're going to have maybe more penalties. What he is he's a road grader. He's an attitude adjuster. He's a tone setter. He's a guy that in the run game that you can count on coming downhill and flat backing somebody. And then we go to the other side. On the outside, we know who Morgan Moses is. He's a true professional. They should have never let him go to begin with. He's a guy that played at a high level. He ranks out really good. Oh, well.
There's the ranks right there.
You did it for me in run blocking, right? So you're talking about being able to get Brees the Beast ready. You see that Brees already tweeted out. I think I saw something about Brees talking about, hey, thank you, right? Because he won the day, right? Because they got him a couple war daddies. And listen, if you can suit up for the Baltimore Ravens, who led the league in rushing last year, you're a pretty bad dude. And people say, well, why would you move on for him? Well, because Baltimore always has somebody in the pipeline. And I forgot, you reminded me of the name. I forget his name, Malata?
Falele.
Yeah, Falele, right? They drafted him. They paying Ronnie Stanley $100 million on the left side. And he's proved that he can stay healthy. Last year, remember, Ronnie Stanley came in and out and flip-flopped and gave Ronnie Stanley some time off if he's coming back from that injury. Now he has to be healthy. Now it's time for Falele to prove that he can be an everyday starter because he's a draft pick. So now you can afford to graduate a guy like Morgan Moses. So, thank you, that Joe Douglas and his connections with the Ravens were able to get 2 good deals from the Ravens, even though one was a free agent.
Exactly. I love the move, the pick swap of the move, right? They have 2 fourth-rounders. One goes a couple spots back. And to piggyback off what Bart said, I love the type of players they brought in. They have some balance on the offensive line. When you look at Elijah Vera-Tucker and Joe Tippmann, they are really, really athletic interior players. When you look at Simpson and Morgan Moses, Simpson specifically, quietly one of the best pulling guards in the AFC last year. That's really the masterful part of his game. And when you look at Morgan Moses, his try blocking ability, I think the Jets got a little too zone happy at times. They became very predictable in the run game. They bring in 2 big bodies that could drive block off the ball, more gap scheme runs where there's going to be balance to this attack. So it's going to be really interesting to see who the 5th guy is, but there's been a change in scheme and the type of player, and I'm a big fan of it.